Is it worth moving to make 3 times as much money? Being in the talent space with Commerce Hero, I'm generally the guy that's talking about money way more than I should. And some people give me grief about that. But I'm going to come at this from a little bit of a different angle. I was talking to somebody recently and we were talking about moving for jobs and things like that. Because I was like, why did you move from this place to that place? And they're like, well, I got this offer for 3 times. I was like, oh, that's awesome. They're like, yeah, of course you would move for 3 times as much money, right? And they asked me the question. And that was the first time I had considered that specific question. I've thought about like, would I move somewhere? No. There's something unique about that specific framing of the question because it's very rare to get a 3x. The most I think I've seen through Commerce Hero is like a 2x from like 40 to 80 or 50 to 100, something like that, which I was very happy about that. That's a 2x is huge. 2x is rare. 3x is virtually unheard of, which is why it's kind of like, of course you would do that. It's like a no-brainer. I had never thought about it in that specific framing, and I realized like, no, I wouldn't. I think there's something powerful about that because money isn't everything, and that's one of the things I've come to realize. Now, if your answer to that question is yes, that's great. I'm always a fan of optimizing your earnings and things like that. I think that's great. If it's easy for you to move, some people would like to move just for the sake of moving. So it's like, yeah, let's do it. Other people, maybe if you have a family, you're more grounded. If your answer to that is no, I think that says something very deep about how satisfied you are with your current situation and the fact that money matters, but it's not everything. And it's one thing to say, would you move for a 20% raise? And a lot of people would say, yeah, because that could be important for X, Y, and Z in their life. But to say, would you move for 3X? Like the way the question was asked, it was like, of course you would. It's not even a question. And it was the very first time I thought about that specific question. And I was like, wow, that's kind of wild that I wouldn't move for that. So yeah, I think that's an interesting thing to ask yourself. It's a very concise and crystallized way of saying how happy are you with your current situation, both in terms of where you live, community, the work that you do, and all that kind of stuff.